Hello, today is the 20th of September 2012, and welcome to today's silver chart video. Nothing much new as far as the charts to discuss, as I went through a lot of it yesterday, so I'm not going to go over some of the key things that I said yesterday. However, I have changed the layout within this chart just a little bit, changed the fonts a little bit, the upper band and lower bands now in color brown compared to green and red. So it's a little bit different than the chart of the candles. The layout on the left is a little bit different. I took out the volatility. It's pretty simple to see for yourself if the volatility is low or high. I also, instead of having Fib 1 and Fib 2, I got the percentages here, but it also makes it easy for me to change it up if I need to put in the 23.6, 76.4, 85.4, and so on and so on. And if we do have a correction or breaking down below 34, then the next significant retracement is really the 23.6 down, which is the same as 76.4 up, or approximately somewhere in here. But until it, as long as it stays above 34, I'm not going to be too concerned with that for now. I still like the probability odds that this thing will break out to the upside and holding the key support of approximately 34 per ounce. Let's move this on to the weekly, but before we do, we can see this is 5 days of this nonsense. I don't know if you want to call it nonsense, but it's the way it is. Sideways consolidation, and that means you're going to see the same thing on the weekly chart. There's this sideways move, just a little small blimp after 4 consecutive up weeks in a row. Trendline analysis, the trend line from this point here, obviously that is a clear break of the trend. Now let's move on to the monthly chart, and this is where I will use the 76.4%. Because I manually put in the low of 405, even though you can see the lowest on here is 5. When you see in a chart like this, you got to say to yourself, okay, well, is this the low? Is there a lower low? Well, no, it's not the low. A little before that, a couple years before that, there was a low of about $4.05. So I manually put in 405, and well, you have the Fibonacci from here and here, but do we really need to say, hey, the next key support level is that of 1910? Well, 2755 is the 76.4 from that level, which has been monstrous support, to say the least. And as I've been stating, this thing can really get going above this high and have a clear breakout above it. Then this thing should be ready to go for nice significant gains. And I'd be looking for this Fibonacci line to meet up within this line as it breaks past the 50, 60, 70 plateau, whenever that is to take place. Now, the years on the bottom of the screen, yeah, I see multiple years, couple 2005s. I'll play around with it, try if I can maybe change the font on this to a little bit bigger. But this is better than I had it before, where you'd have the actual date. It was harder to read the dates on the bottom of the screen. So hopefully this should work out fine. And thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.